Welcome to Women in 10. I'm Shauna Dorsey here with my co-host,
Janae Lynn.
Thanks for being here and for joining us for now episode 2.
Okay.
Right? And not second best, you're still amazing. We're here with Racquel Henderson. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. And I guess before we get started, I'll set a couple of ground rules about how this works. It's a 10-minute recording. We don't edit. If you want to know why, just check out episode 1. And we just keep it short and sweet and help everyone meet people that we think are just so amazing, doing incredible work in the city of Omaha and beyond. So again, welcome.
Thank you.
So can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm Racquel. Currently, my primary job is at Metropolitan Community College. I work with first-gen underrepresented students, mostly from disadvantaged communities, that have a full ride on the Walter Scott Pathway Scholarship. And so I basically provide intensive academic and personal support to make sure they are successful. Outside of that, I am the Education and Employment Coordinator for Black&Pink. And so I host employment and education workshops in the community to help connect individuals to sustainable and gainful employment, resume writing, cover letters, letters of explanation to help explain away, criminal charges. I just wrapped up the Lived Experience Project, or in the process of it. It's a Sherwood-funded project to assist youth and families that have been impacted by the system. And then I am the founder of the BeProject, which is a movement I created through social media to bring awareness to different resources and employment and post-secondary and short-term training opportunities to help people be better. Do a little mentoring, and I'm the mother of 2 beautiful kids.
Outstanding. Wow. So you see, when I was thinking,
what do you do in your free time? Do you have free time? Teach us your ways.
I'm also in grad school, so there's that.
Amazing. I know when I was thinking about who should we interview, one of the top picks for sure, just as far as the things I see on social media. And social is such a powerful tool. All of the social media tools are so powerful. And that's kind of how I've gotten to know you and see your son, who is so funny and smart and sweet.
Else.
Yeah, so we really appreciate you. So I'm trying to think back to when I met Racquel.
It was a while ago, years now.
It's been years.
Yes.
But do you know how it is when you meet somebody and you're just like, this person is so special and I need to know them?
That's how I felt too. We hugged and I was like, oh my God, she's my sister.
But no, you just have the best vibe. So I love it. So any questions you have? I mean, we have many.
Oh,
so
I have so many questions.
I know.
What I feel like my brain is going. I would love to know more about the students that you're working with and some of the things that are there things that we can help with from a community level?
I think that's
to help provide support.
The biggest thing is just letting students know you're here and I see you and I'm here. And, one of the most impactful things that I didn't even realize I did was ask my students how their day was. And, one day one of my students was like, no one else ever asked me that. And it just hit me something so simple. How was your day today? How's your day going? And no one else ever thought or cared to ask that. And it stuck with this student. Yeah. And so I think it's just having those intentional conversations, even if I'm at the grocery store and I see, a kid that looks school age, how's school going? Where are you going to school at? And just letting them know, as a community, we care and we want to see you win.
Wow. So Racquel, what led you to have this passion for people? Because you clearly do. It's evident in all the things. So,
I am reentry. And so I just try to think back on what I needed then. And I firmly believe, and I don't regret anything I've been through, but I just know that if I would have had a me, my life trajectory would have been different. And so I just try to fill that gap and be the me that I needed then. And so that's why it's so big for me. Like, I really want to see everybody win and be successful. And I know that with like the right access and opportunities and resources, it's possible. It was literally one thing that just changed my life and, helped me. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what was that one thing?
someone believing in me. Mm-hmm. And that's is before I was there. They told me they were proud of me. And I was like, for what? I haven't done anything. And they were like, I'm proud of what you're going to do. And it was at that moment that I learned the power of believing in somebody and how you can literally will someone into their best self by just believing in them and speaking life into them and letting them know what you see is coming, like seeing their potential and really seeing them. And it works. I do it with my students every single day. And sometimes I get some of the students that, literally lowest GPA, people are like, they won't do anything. And I'm like, yeah, they will.
It reminds me of, I have a good friend who told me like no one should ever be known for one of their biggest mistakes.
I'm telling you.
We're all so worth so much more than that, our inherent value.
Absolutely. Yeah. And words have so much power. I teach my kids that. I make my son repeat it every day. But words truly do have so much power. And when people were talking down to me, my actions reflected that. And so having someone believe in me and lift me up and speak life into made me want to rise to those expectations that they had of me.
Yes. What is a common need during reentry that maybe someone who's not familiar with what reentry is like, that they may not realize is something that's necessary, like a need or common things that you're working with?
It's really the basic necessities. A lot of these supports that were created for the reentry population, for individuals of lower, impoverished communities, they are not have access to. It's harder to get housing because of your background. It's harder to get, food stamp benefits sometimes because of certain charges. And so just those basic necessities, a ride, a couple dollars for the bus, some pantry food items, hygiene, clothes. Like when I first transitioned out, my mind was I need to get a job and I'm going to apply for jobs, but then I'm getting interviews. I didn't have anything to wear to the interview.
Right.
So just like simple things like that, whether it's an old dress that you just don't want anymore and can drop off at, reentry or, whatever, it goes a long way for the community.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. So that's something that we can encourage our listeners to do. And as we grow this, reshare episode 2. But remind people to just donate, give back. There's many simple ways make a big
there's
difference.
Reconnect, there's 180 Rap at Metro, and they're always, looking for donations of just the simple things, deodorant, toothpaste, whatever, noodles. So
okay, that's great. All right, so we are at the part of our podcast where Racquel will draw a card and answer it. I guess.
Okay. What's the oldest piece of clothing you own? Wow. I have this black shirt from Victoria's Secret. And you know how you just find a good shirt like by accident?
Yes.
And it works for everything?
Yes.
Business, casual, church, whatever. It's one of them shirts. And now it has like 3 holes in the bottom and it's real tight on my stomach. So now I just pair it with a blazer and it still works.
Love
and
that.
I'm like, this $8.99 shirt. And I've had it forever.
Love that.
Good job, Victoria's Secret.
Right? Janae, do you have one?
I think maybe I'm wearing it.
Okay.
Same. So this shirt I have worn to concerts. I have worn dressed up. It's got holes in it. I can wrap it around like it's a scarf. I bet though it's 15 years old.
I love that. I think I've got a 15-year-old like gray sweater dress that I've just been just wearing for years. And every once in a while I'm like, cool, I gained too much weight. Can't wear that right now. Then I like put it away.
And then come back to it.
But it's back. It's back now. So that works. No, but this has been great. I really appreciate having you here and learning more about you and just have so much respect for you.
Thank you
we're
so
lucky to have you here in Omaha.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you're doing for our community.
Thank you.